Discovery Insure app. It's the blue and gold one.
So the Discovery one has got basically only a health insurance. It's not the insurance. Yeah, there's the original Discovery app. Everything is eventually going to be moved over to the banking app.
Okay. Let's
Try again. Where the closest Shell, BPs, and Tiger Wheel and tires are. The view of the pre-inspection is very important for everybody on the insure with a vehicle. It will allow you to do the pre-inspection on your vehicle, take pictures, and then later would maybe prevent you from needing to supply more photos and proof of the vehicles. This is the Discovery Insure.
Thanks, Estelle.
In fact, that pre-inspection is something that we should be looking at. It's on the Discovery app under car and home insurance pre-inspection. Then you go out to your car and you take a photo of the front, the sides, and the roof, and then you just upload those photos, and it takes 2 minutes from standing next to your car. And that's all that's doing is it's actually saying to Discovery, my car is actually one piece. It's a real car. And when it comes time for claims and that, they actually just refer back to that. There was no pre-existing damage, and just solve the claims.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I can do that at Tiger Wheel and Tires. So when you get to trackers and then fit it in the cars, there you can actually help do that as well.
And that's also an annual thing that you should be doing every year, which is rich coming from me, because I think I was supposed to have done mine by today, which I didn't do. So no one's perfect, but yeah, try and do that every year. So maintain also gives you more points to get more cashback, which I think leads directly into Vitality Drive.
Let you take it from there. But I mean, you can see now there's Discovery pays up millions in either cashbacks or Discovery miles or
fuel cashbacks.
Yeah, I can't read all this.
Okay, I'll try. No, I don't know if I need any better, but the ability to earn miles with your cashback, converting into miles now, and then spend and getting up to 30% discount off when you do your purchases on D-Day, which is the 15th of the month, which is a whole different presentation that you can find somewhere on our website if you're wondering what the heck is Discovery Miles. So yeah, a lot of benefits there in the integration with Discovery Bank, etc.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, Vitality Drive, I mean, that's probably the most important part of the insurance, because that's where you're going to get your cashbacks.
I also am going to interrupt you, Skeen, and say that there is a full, very detailed presentation on this that we did at the end of last year. Okay. So if you are feeling like what the heck is this, there is a full presentation on that as well. Yeah. So
basically, you get points for driving well, but if you're braking harshly or turning harshly or accelerating quickly, in today's traffic, a lot of that happens anyway, and it's not your fault, but it is part of the deal that you sign up for. Also, the distances that you're traveling each month. So if somebody is traveling a lot less, it's going to get more points than somebody that's traveling 3,000-4,000 k's. But if you're traveling 3,000-4,000 k's a month, your spending is higher, so you get pro rata payments back at the end of the day. Nighttime driving. Sorry,
I think they actually recently adjusted the distance points because of that.
There was a lot of queries.
Yeah.
Nighttime driving as well. They reckon, I think it's between 11 o'clock and 4 o'clock at night and 4 o'clock in the morning. They say that's probably the worst time to be on the road. Even if you haven't been drinking, there's a possibility that somebody else has, and the more accidents are actually related to that time of night as well.
Absolutely.
Claim-free years, sadly, you can only get it after your first 3 years being claim-free. You get that 300 points. Okay, and we do have clients which is fantastic, but yeah, you've got to wait that first year's check points up. And the annual multiple at Tiger Wheel and Tires probably it's a safety check. All they're doing is they're checking your tires are okay, windscreen, your heaters are working, our lights are working, everything like that. And then they put the report back to Discovery, and Discovery, okay, fantastic. We'll check your safety report and we'll insure you for the next year. And that's what they're saying, is your car's actually roadworthy at the end of the day. even though a lot of South African cars aren't, the Discovery
not
cars
very
get
nice.
it every year, which is quite cool. Yeah.
So still on the Vitality Drive side, this is just showing how important it is if you really want that full cashback to have home contents,
Yeah.
because that's what takes you home contents over 300,000.
Yeah.
That is what's giving you up to 50% fuel back every month. And remember to be swiping your Vitality Drive card that you get from Tiger Wheel and Tire, and you have your device fitted.
Yeah. And pay with your Discovery card as well,
Mm.
because your Discovery bank card, you're earning miles there. And when you're getting cashback from Discovery, you can convert it into miles gain. And as you know, miles is a lot more valuable than actual rand value, such particularly on the 15th. John, like Lindsay said, that's a whole
That's
different ballgame. Yeah. Also, one other thing you've got to actually look at as well, with the cashbacks being 1,500 rand, you can get that a month, but it's also limited to the premium on your vehicle.
Mm.
Okay, so they say up to that, but you're only limited up if your vehicle's only insured for 1,200. The premium is only 1,200. That's the maximum cashback you get.
And you have to take off VAT.
Okay.
It's less VAT. I remember it
Yeah,
being
so
called
there's a couple of T's and C's you need to look at, but most of our clients are getting 300, 400, 500 bucks back a month, which is actually quite nice. And that's a lot of money. You've got 3 cars on there, the 3 drivers are working well. 1.5 grand off your premium.
Yeah. I mean, this is what we call a Vitality Drive dashboard of one of our clients who on average gets about 650, 700 rand back a month, every month. It's pretty decent.
It's very good. Yeah. Okay, insure funded account. So all your cashbacks on your fuel that you're going to get can go into an insure funded account. So if you're younger than 55, 55, sorry, you're going to pay excess. But if you're older than 55, you don't pay excess. So that money goes into your insure funded account. And if you're younger than 55, you can actually use that money to pay your excess on your car claims. Okay. And the only time you're going to actually pay excess with Discovery is if you cause an accident or a third party that's not insured causes the accident with your vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Why don't they double your cash back? Sorry, every month.
That's a job.
Yeah. So let's say that previous person got 650 rand, you put it in an insure fund account, Discovery would match it with 650, and you can use that full amount for the excess.
Yeah. So you can use all of that money. You can also use it at Tiger Wheel and tires.
Mm.
And that's also a percentage based on your Vitality Drive points at that time for your previous month as such.
Mm.
So you'll find your drive status, that's the word I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Almost run out of words now. Your Vitality Drive status for the previous month is discount that you got there at Tiger Wheel and Tire. We went and bought tires for Shirley's car. They're massive tires. That was 9,500 rand a tire. We only ended up paying 3,500 rand cash. The rest came out of the discount and then the funded account. So I mean, it makes a huge difference when you look at that type of the benefit that you're getting. Same with Bosch service centers, also percentage based. I think it's up to 20% of your service. So you go to Bosch, you do your service, you pay the car, you send me the invoice, you send it into Discovery, they refund you your percentage that you can get on there. So it's pretty.
And if you have the warranty cover with Discovery, so your car is not out of its normal warranty, you can buy up the warranty cover, like Skeen mentioned. There you can get up to 100% off your Bosch car servicing, dependent on your Vitality Drive status.
There's a lot of little nice little things that, and that's where we go again. When you're comparing apples with apples, if you're getting a quote from somebody else or you're coming from another company, the benefits that you're getting with Discovery are sometimes well worth the extra premium that you're paying.
Absolutely. Now, this I don't know if you can read this. The font is quite small, Skeen, so it's all about the data. It's Discovery's favorite thing. And I think in a nutshell, Discovery has a device that effectively monitors your driving, and Skeen's going to just tell us about those 2 different types of devices that we can get.
I think I actually need to go back on that slide. There was one little thing there. You've got this tracker installed in your car. And that's part they actually use a lot of that. Okay, how you're driving, where you're driving, what time of night you're driving, and they put all of that into a big pool. And they then determine the best rates for those type of drivers, the profile of drivers. One thing as well is on a claim, everybody asks me is, if I put this tracker in my car, are they going to check that I was speeding before my accident? No, they're not. Actually, all they're going to do is check the location and confirm that the location you happen to be on the corner of a and lane, and that's all they're going to check. They're not actually going to use any other information against you in the claim. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And there are two different types of trackers. So you get the normal DQ track unit. It's a little white one.
That's the one in the middle there.
Yeah, white one in the middle there. That one connects to your cell phone. The guy who will do all the connections. You have to leave your GPS on and your notifications on. And
Location.
your locations on as well. And it connects. They actually put it behind the mirror on your car. Checking to Les now, he's saying it actually isn't a lack of place to put it because anybody can just take and throw it out the window. But that's fine. Unless it's your phone, we're not going to be able to find your car at the end of the day with that. So there's no stolen vehicle recovery with that DQ track unit. Okay? That's free. It comes with the policy. It's in. The other unit we've got is a crouch, little black unit, similar size to that. That one they actually glue somewhere inside your car, underneath your car, or wherever. They've got a whole bunch of locations that they allocate to the cars. And it's got its own battery. It doesn't connect to the actual network of the vehicle or the battery power of the vehicle, so it doesn't affect anything there. But that one actually, it's a very smart technology, and it can ping. So it doesn't have to have your cell phone. It's connected to your cell phone for that and the crash detect and all of that. But if your car gets stolen, they can actually track your car to recover your car.
It's on cell phone signal.
Yeah, cell phone signals, Wi-Fi,
Other cell phone
other
signals like that.
tracking units. As it's
Yeah.
driving down the road, it's bouncing its signal from everybody, and that gives the cars a location. We've watched Canada, Australian managers, Toyota RAV was taken up in Victoria. Took it for a long drive up north, and we watched it go to the border and disappear. And they just couldn't catch the vehicle that was going that quick. But actually, even though it's self-arrested, still check it. We've had clients that have been hijacked. We've managed to recover their vehicles again because they've actually had these tracking units in the car.
It's really kind of state-of-the-art technology because it's not connected to any power source. You know, normally we used to have something called a deep install that is connected to the power source. You can just cut obviously the power supply from the battery, whereas this has its own power source.
And then a lot of the vehicles, there's a lot of high-risk vehicles that they'll put 2 or 3 of these units. They don't tell you, they just connect one to your phone, but they'll actually put 2 or 3 in the car as well. So there's a good chance that they'll find one and throw it out, but they won't find all 3 or 4. The high-risk vehicles are your Toyotas, the Hiluxes, the Cruisers, some of the Lexuses, the Ford Rangers, Prados, yeah. There's a whole list of Polos. So yeah, and then they will put an extra track in there. They won't tell you, but there are additional trackers.
And often a tracker will be a condition of cover. It's also very important if you are a new insured client and you have to have the crowd search device fitted to have that fitted as soon as possible. I think they say within 5 days.
Yeah.
So that you have theft cover. Otherwise, you do not have cover for theft of your vehicle. Some nice safety features on those devices, an impact alert. So if there's a strong impact on the vehicle, Discovery will phone you. If you don't answer your phone, they can actually send location. They can send emergency services to your location and assist you. I mean, I think there was an instance of someone whose car rolled off the side of a highway in the middle of the night into one of these, like near a bridge. So no one would have seen that anything had happened, but they had this feature and they were able to come and recover the people and they were actually all fine. Panic button feature. So there is a panic button feature linked to your cell phone, linked to the Discovery Insure app. And then Skeen's already mentioned the weather warnings, the crowd search device, state-of-the-art technology, and the motion alert. That's if the vehicle is moving and your phone is not in the vehicle. So there's also an alert that can go out for that.
Warranty plan. I can't read it either.
Discovery
But
has a warranty plan that you can add onto your vehicle, which will cover 4 things like your gearbox, the wear and tear almost.
Yeah, it also includes wear and tear, which is what we're the only guys in the market that actually have that benefit.
Yeah.
So they include wear and tear items as well.
Especially nice for people whose warranty plans with the vehicle, what would you call it, brand has expired. Then
That's really-
you can add something like this to carry on with that, and rest assured that you have sufficient cover. It's also, I would say, Discovery's one is probably slightly more expensive than some competitors. However, the limits are much, much higher. Personally, I mean, my dad took out one of these warranty plans with another insurer, had an Audi that was getting old, turbo blue. I think they covered up to 10,000 for the turbo, and it was like 70,000 Rand to replace the turbo or something like that. So be sure to check your limits when signing up for these kind of things. But the Discovery is very, very comprehensive and gives you that nice discounted Bosch for your services to make sure that you do your services every year.
We've got a scratch and dent cover, which is recently launched now. Yeah, there's a 5,000 Rand excess.
100.
And?
500.
500, sorry. 5,000 Rand excess.
Yeah.
And it covers scratch, I think it's 10 to 12 centimeters. That type of size.
Yeah.
So your little scrape on the filler at shopping center would be covered under this thing.
Yeah.
So it's an extra premium as well.
Yeah.
And it's very simple, same story as a pre-inspection. You just got to take photos of your car, send it in. Away you go, then the claims are quickly introduced for time.
And what's really nice is that if you claim for your scratch and dent, it doesn't count as a claim on your policy.
Yeah.
So it will claim against you. So it won't affect your points for your Vitality Drive. And then we just want to reiterate that if you have Vitality Drive, you should be maximizing on it. But make sure you do tick all your boxes. You can't get the cash back unless you've ticked those boxes and done what you needed to do. Then you can sit back for the year and drive nicely. That's about it. But every year doing your tire wheel and tire check, I know I'm literally preaching, but then to swipe your card so we can track your fuel spend. Make sure you use your partners, BP and Shell, to fill up with fuel. And then we just slid in there and make sure your assets are insured correctly. So reach out to us if you would like Quantum to do an assessment. We can help organize that.
Or if you want to just relook at the policy and see if you have got the cover you think you've got.
Exactly. And then we also have White Handed 2020. So, Ski? He's looking at me.
You get to deal with me.
Yeah. We have Ski.
Yeah, listen, and we have backup. I mean, when I'm not challenged, that still can help out. Surely knows
There will be someone.
there's always somebody here that can actually help you out with your claims, with adding vehicles, with checking your Vitality Drive points haven't been issued, whatever the case.
Escalating queries.
Yeah, we do a lot of background stuff. It might look like we're just chilling, but we're actually doing a lot of emails and a lot of following up with the guys. So the head office guys then get our emails and they then have to research and come back to us and then give us answers. And then if we're not happy with the answers, we'll send it back together. So long story short, yeah. I mean, and yeah.
And like it says there, you know that we have your back and we will always try and find a solution. And this is Skeen's line, that premium is not everything. He's already mentioned that. Understand the benefits that you have and how to actually use it, because you could be wasting your money with an insurance product if you're not using the benefits. And that is us. So thank you so much for coming. I don't know if there's any questions or anything. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So that is an additional fee. I think it's
Probably.
no. It,
Some cops, sorry.
so there is an additional monthly fee for the stolen vehicle recovery.
It's 125 Rand.
Yeah.
But then your car is monitored as well full time by the guys at the track.
And the device you don't ever see. It's hidden location. Yeah. You have it done at Tire Wheel and Tire.
The other thing is where's the Bosch?
There's a couple around. The closest one here is at the Buzz. There's one at Travonia Crossing. There's one in
On Witkoper.
Douglas Dale. It's just opposite.
There's also one in Bryanston.
We have one in Pine Slope scheme.
Yeah, there's one in Pine Slope,
Oh,
Is there one? I didn't realize it.
whereby where the the tire places at the back.
Yes, okay, yeah.
The
In that right shop, okay, yeah.
Coffin Road.
Yes,
The back there doesn't.
Oh, really? Okay, well, all breakers.
Yeah, they're my best drive.
Discount. So, for example, if you got your Diamond Vitality Drive status in June and you went today to Bosch, then you would get 20%.
That's right.
And I put in a claim, but and then they came back to me with about, I think it took about half an hour to have questions, in which said they said, no, you're actually not insured for a tire.
Yeah.
So you have to have extra insurance if you want tire.
So if you hit the pothole and you only damage the tire, you don't damage the rim, the tire doesn't damage the car, then they won't just pay for just the tire. On the thing.
But you got extra.
No,
Not with Discovery. Tire Wheel and Tire has a benefit that you can take out.
The other thing is I had a tire that went with tire at the tire. We had a discount tire was tire.
yes.
Yes.
Which I didn't know it would be very strong, so I didn't get it this.
No.
I should have gone to rather tire in tire.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Tiger with the tire is a main partner of Discovery as far as tires.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
we're not going to give you a call if you're not sure.
No, I had to go with tire.
Yeah.
Now we know why these types of nights and evenings and conversations are important.
I just wanted to find out, is there a clause when it comes to tires where all four tires should be of the same brand? When it comes to the claim process, should you be in some sort of accepted say you've got all four tires different brand?
Mm.
Or is there anything that says they should be?
They are definitely the
Same size.
three. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's pretty much extent.
Yeah.
Two tires on each axle have to be the same.
Yeah, they should be the same for your car to
For
drive.
safety purposes.
But I don't think if the front ones are different,
The
main
back-
brand to the back ones, as long as they're the same size.
It's more about the tread on the
I
tire.
think if we're here,
I would have
it
to,
must be in a roadworthy condition for an insurance claim to be
Yeah.
valid.
Yes.
And if we've got and we don't know perhaps some of the technical detail,
that one I
it
would
must
have
be
to ask.
roadworthy. If it's seen to be roadworthy, then it would be covered. The tread must be a certain depth and
Yes.
thickness, and then obviously the vehicle. So
When,
something to be.
yeah, when they
aware
do a claim and then the assessor takes the car away, we get access to those reports and they take 100 photos of the car.
Mhm.
And it's from every little thing under the car, on top of the car, the tire tread, the wiper, everything. And then they compile a report and they put it back to Discovery Line. I would have to check the brands I can't see it being a problem.
So what we
Yeah.
are saying is that you can have four different brands,
Yeah.
provided they are roadworthy.
But
look,
So the
look, I don't know.
Brand.
Yeah, I
Okay.
couldn't tell you what Discovery's stance on it. But, yeah.
Okay.
usually that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
that's what a tire shop would advise,
Yeah.
is that you have two of the same in the front and two of the same at the back. I'm not sure if it's a hard and fast rule at Discovery, probably, but
Actually don't know.
yeah.
They actually ask.
It really just replace one tire, they'll suggest.
if the four tires, two of them are not the same on the front and two of them are not the same at the back. Car's not roadworthy.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know
So
that.
what we learn.
Yeah.
No, I get questions like
Liz.
this. I don't know, and then I have to research.
And we do
Always get back to you.
Guys that know more than I do. Yeah.
And we do have clients that actually challenge all of us.
Oh,
And Les knows
yeah.
Discovery Insure and Vitality Drive really well. So,
Yeah.
You have a question, Simone?
Yes. What I want to find out is with regards to Vitality Drive. So I've actually called Discovery Insure to find out about I know that you are allocated 60 points per day, that you took 65 points. So I asked them what happens in 31 day months.
Yeah.
And they couldn't answer me.
So it's always
They asked me about
based on 30
the
days.
time of
Yeah.
the
So they-
previous month being day one. Then I asked them, how can it start? Like for example, August has 31 days.
Yeah.
But
So according
every
to the
year there's
information I
28.
got, is that they will start counting from the 29th of July.
No, so it's always, they will take 30 days every month. They will calculate your average then of those, they will make up 30 days. So let's say we had 29 days in February. To make up 31, they'll add 1 extra day of an average of all your 29 days. Does that make sense? To make up,
And then,
and
say
then
for the 31 days.
they'll remove the day.
Or they remove one of them.
Yeah. So it's always based on 30 days. That's the feedback. I remember this query. That's the feedback that we got from head office.
Need to make sure that you're driving well between the first, actually every day.
Or every
Which day is it?
You never know. There's probably an action in the back going, "Oh, let's stay this day." And they take that day. That's it. Yeah.
Every day.
Zoe, you
So-
had a question?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was devastated when I got these points deducted. I was like, I looked, why?
Yeah.
I was using Google Maps, and when I stopped at the robot, I resent it because it had gone, oh, I didn't know where I was going, so I resent it. And every time I touched my phone, it deducts the points.
That shouldn't be, if it's in a cradle, it shouldn't actually do that.
And only if there's phone movement usually.
There's a 10-second thing. That is limited.
Don't
No, it's that
advertise.
type of a thing, you can actually send it to me and go, Skeen, listen, I was doing this on that day. And I send it into the Insure guys and it goes to a technical team there. And they actually then invest it. They can see what's happened on that particular trip, how the phone was connected, what was happening. Yeah, it shouldn't, if it's in a cradle, you shouldn't have a problem answering the phone and saying hello and everything. But I don't actually know quite with the maps, if you zooming in, zooming out type of thing. But I think that
Funny, that's what I was doing.
So if
also was a
if it
risk,
moves,
then it picks up that you're using it.
I think my question is, where is the guidance to tell you what you can and what you can't do? I can understand, I've heard like phone on it and discreet. Right?
It's
Let me
supposed
check
to
that
be
for you, yeah.
the movement of the phone. That's bad.
I think the previous land's report, they gave me zero. What you got? I've given up. I'm zero.
I must admit, I'll switch off the notification.
I think what I've been told, Zoe, is if the phone moves, so if
Yeah.
the phone, if it's loose in the cradle and there is some movement on the phone, they would assume that you picked it up. They can't actually differentiate between whether it was just a tap and a move. So you want to try and actually not have it
Not
move.
touch your phone as much.
Sometimes people will leave it on the front seat and it may move and then you'll pick it up.
It's flat off the feet.
So you want to try and keep that phone as stable as possible. Right, advice.
Yeah.
Send me that day's thingy and then I'll send it.
No, it's embarrassed.
Sellotape it to the dashboard.
You know,
You can use Waze, but don't set your phone, so don't set it while you're moving. And once Waze is in place, it's going to be fine, as long as you're not moving it.
But you haven't got the cradle all one time.
You need to get one.
Not
You get things that you can actually clip onto your air vents and put your phone in.
We actually have a client in Lone Hill that actually sells cradles.
No, RAM mounts.
Yeah, so if you see his barbecue anywhere near Lone Hill, he's a client of ours, and it is an incredible cradle to put on it. We're hoping to get it into Discovery. But on that note, I'm going to say thank
Running
you
out.
to our team. Thank you. Oh, we have another question
Just
here.
really quickly. All the big oil companies are moving out of South Africa and they're different brands all over the